Welcome back to Mason's ADV. Ride along with us as we explore off the beaten path, head out for some adventure bike camping, and keep you updated on modifications and new gear for adventure riding. Be sure to click that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any adventures. Glad to have you along for the ride. Well, hey guys, Mason here. And you have to excuse the condition of the shop right now, but I just thought this morning maybe we would have a little talk about battery maintenance and how I keep all this stuff charged up. All right, let's have a look. So a couple years ago, I did a quick video on my Noco battery charger and how I used it just to sort of trickle charge everything through the winter. It's a 4-bank, actually it's right over here. That's the original one that I did the video on. Works fantastic. That was my 4-bank. I plugged it into everything here and it just kept everything topped up. What I would do is I would switch the terminals around from battery to battery through the winter just to make sure everything was topped right up and they were maintained. And since then, the Noco Genius 2x4, it came on sale, so I picked one of those up about a year ago. And it works really nice too. And now everything can be plugged in and just constantly trickle charging. As you can see, there's a lot of batteries here, and then there's even more because I want to keep the KLR topped up. I throw it on the Deer occasionally throughout the winter just to make sure it's right up and maintained. But the nice thing about these Noco chargers is the fact that they can charge anything from 12 volt AGM, 12 volt lithium, and 6 volt. So for example, here I have the two 6 volt batteries off the travel trailer, and they're plugged into these two here, 1 and 2, and it's set to 6 volts, and it'll just I just brought them in, so it's topping them up right now, and it'll maintain them all winter. Then I have my spare battery at the back for another one of the trailers, and it's just always on charge. I've got the old KLR battery and the battery out of the ZX11 in the basement. They just sit there permanently on trickle. And then the boost packs, they're both on and being maintained and charged right now. And then if I need to, I can unplug either of these two bays and run the lines over to the KLR to top it up, which I'm going to do here right now, actually, while we're talking. So it's a set it and forget it type of deal. And the thing that makes it so nice is that you don't have to worry about overcharging. These things, they've got all the smarts built right in. So you can literally just plug stuff in and leave it. Now if you have a 4-bank and you've got 6 or 7 batteries, you just shuffle them around. So that's a direct line through my this gauge here just shows me the battery level on the KLR at a glance. It's just, I get a lot of questions about this. It's another one of the Noco adapters. It's directly from the battery, and then this plug runs up here to charge my tank bag. But it lets me see just at a glance what the battery's sitting at. And now that that's plugged in, I'm just going to switch it to AGM, because the battery in the KLR right now is a 12 volt AGM, and then it will just take care of it from there. It'll go up till the light starts flashing like this, then these will go out and this will continue to flash, and when it's full it's just a solid green like this one over here. Now Noco has really stepped their game up in the last little bit. Something else that we have on most of the bikes when we tour in the summer is a plug attached to the battery, so we can just attach one of these jump starters to everyone's bike if anyone goes flat. This is a pretty cool rig too. It's little, it's not super light, but it's not overly heavy. I'll show it to you here. And it just stays in the bike. It can be a boost pack. You can use it as a charging pack. Dig it out here. So the Genius Boost Plus. Now here is where the jumper cables would go into the end of it. But like I said, our bikes are pre-wired. Mine's over here, right up underneath this side cover. Oh, I can't get it out. So I just have to pop this side cover off, and in here is the plug that this plugs into, and then you just turn it on. Oh, that's the light. Then you just turn it on, and it does the charging, the pre-charging, and it'll boost when you're starting to. So good rig. This end here has a USB out and a USB in, so you can use it as like a battery pack or a charging pack, or in your tent, or whatever you want to do. So that comes with us on the trips. It's supposed to be able to boost the sort of the average sized car as well if you just wanted one system. Comes with alligator clamps, good ones actually. So yeah, that's what we carry on the trips in case of a battery outage, and this is how I maintain all the batteries throughout the year. You can see the KLR is already up because it's in pretty good shape. And then the latest thing that I've seen come out from Noco is they have a lithium battery line. Bunch of different sizes, and they come with, let's go over here for a second. So this is the NLP14 by Noco. Small, light, as you would expect a lithium battery to be. Now I picked this one up really just because of price point. It was really inexpensive up here. And in Canada, I mean, pretty much the cheapest or the least expensive lithium battery I can get for the KLR sort of runs around the 220 mark, and then goes up. This happened to be on sale for about 120, so I picked one up. I just want to try it out and see. It charged super fast on the Noco charger. It comes with all these blocks that you can build it up to whatever size you require. And I'm actually going to see if I can put it into the KLR and kind of give it a test run here next year. Sort of intrigued to see if that will work. The battery terminal positions are different. Obviously, our KLR batteries are top mount. This is going to have to go in this way. So I'm going to do some playing with that. But it's just sort of something for me to sort of poddle with here this winter. And I'll give it a try and see. I think it should work all right. And yeah, so that's the battery setup. That's the new Noco battery I'm going to give a go. The boost pack that we take with us on the trips, but you could also use to boost a car. Around here, I don't think it would start any of the diesel trucks, but still a good rig to have around for sure. Handy, especially even in a power outage or something like that. It's handy for another charge point. And then the Noco Genius chargers, the 4-bank, I mean, they do a single, a double, and then the 4-bank. They have never given me any trouble, guys. They've just been reliable from the day I bought them. Now that one in the corner, that G4, that's been here 8 years maybe even longer, I'm not even sure. It doesn't have as high an amperage as the new one does. This one's nicer for a little bit faster top up, but the old system still works great as a maintainer. And yeah, so that's how I keep all my batteries up to par. So hopefully that's interesting to someone. If anyone's been on the fence about the Noco stuff, don't worry about it. Just go for it. It works really well. It's a very simple system, and you can't even go wrong. I mean, you take the clips off a battery and you don't have to worry about it being unplugged or anything. You just drop them. It's got all the circuitry in there to tell it that it's not charging, so it cuts the power to the alligator clips, and no mess, no fuss. Yeah. That line, I also have a line that runs out the window that I can use to charge to top up the trucks or the equipment. And I just plug it into one of the terminals and run my extra leads and my alligator clamps out there, and I can top up any of the vehicles or the equipment, like I said, and it really is quite simple. Well worth the money if you think you're going to use it. Not an inexpensive charging system, but just for simplicity and how well it works, I would say it's worth it. Anyway, I bought all this with my own money, guys. This isn't something that's been sent to me. But there are links in the description. If you guys are looking, there's links to both Amazon CA and .com down in the US. You can hear those batteries bubbling right there. If this is something that you're looking for, some way of charging multiple batteries, great system, works well, and yeah, that's it. Right on. Well, thanks, guys. As always, mind how you go. I hope some of you are still riding. We are not, as you can see. Maybe you can't see, but the snow is blowing around out there right now, and it's just about time to get into some maintenance. I just have to kind of catch my breath around here a little bit, but we'll get that extra large front rotor bolted on and start tweaking on the KLR. Exciting stuff. Right on, guys. That's it for me. Mind how you go. Bye for now.
Hey guys, if you liked that video, hit the thumbs up button for us. It goes a long way towards helping out the channel. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button in the upper corner for new videos every Sunday. Be glad to have you along for the ride.